Today I want to share with you my end of the month reset process. January was a very hard month for me, and so I want to be very mindful of how I plan for February. I'm going to share everything from reflections on January to goals for February to some finance stuff. I do everything in tandem with my Notion, but I also have a paper planner, and I shared with you in my last vlog. It's basically a paper version of my Notion and less complicated. I like to do things digitally because of the flexibility, but I also need to write things down. So I plan in my Notion, and as I'm executing things, I write them down in my planner. I try to plan for the next week on Friday evening, if not then first thing Monday morning. And as I'm going through my tasks during the week, I write them down as I start doing them. This way I can stay focused on the task at hand and not get distracted with all the other things that I need to do. That's just my weekly system, and for the end of the month reset, I like to start with reflections. So I go through my accomplishments and my disappointments, which I note down in my Notion. I have a database where I write them down, so they all roll up at the end of the week and give me a snapshot of what my week was. At the end of 2023, I was so tired of not being able to get to certain goals that I felt I needed that hard push to start 2024 with all that I had. And I had this very aggressive goal to publish my book in February with a very tight deadline. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned, and I was sick for most of January. I feel I allowed the fear of not able to show anything for all the work that I've done really cloud my judgment and really clouded the way I set my goal, my publishing goal. And I had to really sit myself down and come to the realization that I'm not in that season of my life where I can dedicate 12 to 14 hours to my work. I never start my year on January 1st, but I broke my own rule and I started 2024 on January 1st. And but that's okay. I guess this is a reminder to myself why I don't start working right from the get-go. I usually start working around end of January, so I have to keep that in mind. I've been working on my mental health and growing my knowledge, but I feel my body is not able to keep up with all the things that my mind wants to do. And for February, it's very clear to me that I really have to prioritize my physical health. And for that, I have to first start looking into strength training, and second, I really have to be mindful about what I'm eating. So I have to re-educate myself on these two things. And for finance, I feel my expenses were well below my budget because everything fell off with the book. But there is one subscription that I want to cancel because I'm not using it as much as I thought I would need. And I really want to buy a new microphone because I don't know, I really don't like the audio of my videos recently. I did change my microphone and I don't like it. So if you have any recommendations for a good mid-range microphone, let me know in the comments below. If you have any affiliate links to anything, leave them. I'd love to support you. So my goals for February are, I want to start weight training 2 times a week, and for the rest of the week I want to continue with my yoga. I want to read What the Neighbors Saw by Melissa Adelman. I have no idea about this book. I haven't read the blurb, but it's mystery, so I want to read it. And the next one I have here in my goals is I want to plan and prep for a family trip to North Carolina. So that will happen in March/April, but I want to start looking into it and start planning for it. For my work finances, my big goal is to file my taxes. For writing and publishing, I want to submit my manuscript. I want to just get it out of the way so that when I come back in April, I can start working on it and I'll get a little bit of a break from the manuscript. For content, I want to continue publishing 2 times a week, 2 long-form videos a week. I did miss 2 uploads in January, but that was for health reasons, so that's okay. But I want to keep that going. And I want to also add YouTube shorts as much as I can. So I'm not giving a particular figure to it, but I want to see how frequently I can do without having any pressure on myself. And if you need some help with your social media and content planning, I have a workbook that you can download. I'll have that link for you in case you need it. It's got examples, it's got planned out 90 days worth of content for 3 different platforms. So if you're interested, I'll have that link for you. The next goal that I have is plan ahead. And since I'll be traveling in end of March or beginning of April, there are a lot of things that I need to do to prep my work so that when I'm away, I can actually take that time off. So what I've decided is to list down all the things that I need to do and spread them over February and March so that I'm not scrambling for things and I can really disconnect from work when I'm on my vacation. So that's my goal for February, but what does that look like on a weekly basis? So I thought I'll share with you what this week, the first week of February, looks like for me. I want to get whatever I need to start weight training. I want to do 20 minutes of yoga 7 times a week. And I want to make reading a part of my wind down routine so I can finish reading this book this month. I want to gather all my 1099s. So I know I've got it from Amazon, but I have to check if I got it from YouTube or not. So that's one thing. Then I want to publish 2 videos this week and then prep for the videos for next week. And I want to start making a list for my plan ahead project. And the last thing that I like to do as part of my reset for February is declutter my download folder. So throughout the week, you download so many things that it all piles up, and I haven't been keeping up on it. So I know I have to do a big go through and empty out my downloads folder. So that's it. That's my February reset. Let me know if you like these kind of videos. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to share more in details. Let me know in the comment section. And do me a favor, if you like this video, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help my channel a lot. And I'll see you in the next one.
I can't shake this feeling, 'cause I think I'm falling for the villain.